Human rights lawyer Ayo Shogunro has reacted to a recent X post that praised Peter Obi, the Labour Party's presidential candidate, for his tireless schedule and continued public engagement. Obi, who contested in Nigeria's 2023 general election, has remained highly active in public life, frequently making headlines with his work across Nigeria and even beyond its borders. Shogunro's response highlighted that Obi's dedication is unlike anything seen in Nigeria politics since 1999. He pointed out that Obi's continuous public engagement more than a year after the presidential election is a significant departure from the norm. Typically, candidates who loses a presidential candidate in Nigeria tend to either disappear from the public eye or only resurface as the next election cycle approaches. Okay, this is the first time since 1999 that a candidate who lost a presidential election continued to work and publicly engage over a year later, and not just disappear totally or just to show up 4 years later, Shoguro remarked. He also emphasized that Obi's persistent presence in national and international discussions has placed pressure on the other political parties, especially the main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party (PDP). According to Shogunro, Obi's involvement has spurred the PDP to adopt a more policy-driven approach in opposition, unlike the traditional methods of criticism without much actionable policy redirection or direction. His continued engagement has forced the PDP to be a more policy-involved opposition party this time around, he noted. Wow, yeah, and that is a very very good observation at that. There's something I've not really I've been waiting for people to say, to talk about, maybe because of the policies that Tinubu is rolling out that is affecting people badly. That is why we have not seen a lot of people talk about what I was expecting immediately after the 2023 general elections, apart from, and again, the presidential elections. What I was expecting was that I wanted people to do a very thorough analysis on how, of course, we say it, bit by bit here and there, that how come somebody who just came to the race less than a year to the presidential election and he was able to get 6 million votes, and those who have been in whatever in politics for God knows when, that people really know that yes, they could come out to contest for the president's position in one in a day like that, got the same almost the same what is it called, number of votes. And also it was it was a very 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 remarkable acting, honestly speaking. But unfortunately, because of greed, because of maybe because of the situation of things, because of is it greed, because of envy, because of tribalism and all of those things, a lot of people don't want to talk about it, and that is part of what this lawyer has said. But it would have been a good thing that a more detailed analysis as to know who is even more popular, if in most of the relevant places in this country that Obi, who at least is not as popular or grounded. The first thing they came up with was that oh, he never had structures, but it shocked all of them because they saw the way things were going. They didn't even know, people didn't even know that he was going to get up to 6 million. So Abubakar Atiku, that has been in power, that has been in government for God knows when, Tinubu, who has been holding the whole state ransom for God knows when, even the number, it's just a shame, the number of votes that Tinubu even got. You can imagine, even when people started complaining about some of the votes were not even accounted for and all of that. So many, it would have been more than that. That is why some people believe, some people from another quarter believe that Obi won the election. You can argue with, oh, they will not tell you that oh, they did not rig the election against Obi in Lagos State, that if they wanted to rig the election they would have done that. But it's a shame, and that alone again is a slap, that somebody who said oh, he owns Lagos, if really is that good, let's to tell you Tinubu is not the right person to be there. We know what could have gone a lot of water could have gone under the bridge for him to attain that. If he could not win in his own place, and a whole seat of power, none of them, both Atiku and Tinubu, could not even win at the seat of power. That's to tell you that there is fire on the mountain. And that is it. Obi has been going consistently. At times I always wonder, where does this man derive this strength from? Where does he derive this strength from? And he's never deterred in one way or the other. And we have a lot of people that have been stationed to continue to attack him left, right, and center. But unfortunately for those people, the more you attack him, the more you degrade yourself, the more you embarrass yourself, the more you disgrace yourself. But the more this man continues to soar higher. That's it. So he has been going left, right, and center. And a lot of people, I think the only person now that I'll be expecting that they will use against him will be his wife, because there's nobody that they have not used against this man. And those who have been close to him, you can imagine. So maybe the wife again, that's the person they're going to use against him, because I'm sure he's not going to be bothered about that. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.